A quarter of adults in Britain are so obsessed with cleaning and tidying that they spend over 4 years of their waking lives on household chores, with many feeling compelled to abide by strict regimes and rituals.
I walk on the outside of the stairs because it kind of evens out the wear and tear on the carpet.
And either they're out mowing their lawns and I'm out hoovering mine.
I could lick that brim. There you go.
But for most of us, keeping our homes clean and tidy is not a priority. With only half of us cleaning our bathrooms once a week, and a quarter of us carrying fecal bacteria on our hands after visiting the toilet.
I've never cleaned the toilet. I've not felt the need to.
Can a group of obsessive cleaners transform the habits of a nation?
Hip, hip, hijab!
She wants to keep the pan.
Now this is to turn the light on.
Are you actually having a laugh?
It's been like this nearly enough 3 years.
Or will this prove too much?
No, don't even go there.
For the people whose need for perfection
1, 2, 3, 4.
has become an obsession.
Seems to be human hair.
Why can't you throw things away?
But you just question me like I'm some kind of a div, and I'm sick of it.
44-year-old beautician Caren will not settle for a house looking like anything less than a show home.
When I leave the house in the morning, I cannot wait to get back. If I wasn't working, I would probably stay in all day and do my cleaning because I absolutely love it.
Caren spends at least 4 hours a day cleaning, and even though she's not diagnosed with OCD, her house can never be clean enough.
I did the kitchen and I used a whole bottle of spray. And I can do that per room. I will spend about £50 a week on cleaning products, and that is the highlight of my week.
Even in her 19-year-old son Ricky's room, Caren demands high standards.
I'm always on to him to keep his room tidy. He finds it very difficult. I think I've trained him quite well. You know, he's learning. I just think it's really important that we do educate our children in basic hygiene. OK, darling.
Her cat Claudia is also kept on a tight rein every time she goes outside.
Come on, here's a good girl. Claudia's my baby. She is just my world. Come on, Claudia, off the mud. With her being in the garden, I can see where she is, what she's walking in, so I know that she's not picking anything up untoward.
For Caren, appearances are everything, and her bedroom is her pride and joy.
To be honest, sometimes I just actually come in and just look at it, and I don't sleep in it. I couldn't say exactly how many cushions or pillows I have, and it is just that effect of the boudoir, hence the sign on the wall.
Caren will be spending 4 days away from home helping someone with very different attitudes to cleaning.
If someone is purely lazy, then obviously I'm just going to say it. But it'll probably make me realise that, yeah, I have got high standards and I shouldn't be so picky with myself. I don't know whether it would make me ease off, but it might help me to think that my house isn't that bad after all.
Leaving her cleaning rituals behind, she's travelled over 200 miles to southeast London.
Oh, it's what's behind the door that's really concerning me.
"65-year-old Linda's 2-bedroom house hasn't been cleared out since she moved in 9 years ago.
Can't really see the wall. There's too much clutter. This is my kitchen, and it's abysmal, and it actually smells a bit.
Even Linda's bedroom has turned into a junk room.
It's very, very crowded, and the carpet is more dust than carpet. I've even got things of my son, of Matt, like this. Darth Vader. I've got toys in here. He's 24 now.
Son Matt's attitude to cleanliness mirrors her own.
I just feel that I will clear it up when I sort of have the time and can be bothered and all that.
I do care about Matt's room, and sometimes feel a bit guilty because of the way the rest of the house is. I think if I moan about his room, I'm being a hypocrite. Who's the messiest out of us two?
Me, probably.
I would have thought you,
I don't know.
if Matt could help more. And it's funny that he used to when he was younger, but now I suppose he thinks it's uncool. But yeah, it would be great if he would do it as well. Can't believe I've been living with it this long. I think it affects you a bit mentally, come to think of it. I'm so desperate now, I just want to get it done.
This is it, I've got to do it. Hello.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
I'm Caren.
I'm Linda.
Hiya. You all right?
I'm fine. Well, I don't know what you're going to think.
It's rather full. Where do you sit?
That's my clear space, where I sit and watch TV.
It does need a good clear out. It does need a good clean. I mean, I'm looking at the ceiling.
That was a party my son had and the gate crashers came.
Right.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I still haven't done it. I think I just gave up. This is my kitchen.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you prepare your food?
I have to push everything along and clean what I'm using because I don't want to get germs inside, you know, inside our bodies when we're eating. Yeah. This is my room.
Oh, I wish I'd not got sandals on. Have you ever hoovered?
Used to.
Oh dear. Okay. It's just, does it not affect your chest or anything with all the cat hairs on the floor?
Yes, I do cough, but I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be the cat hairs
Yeah.
and the dust and everything. All right then. Oh, crikey. I'm not lifting it up. Oh, Jesus, no. That's disgusting. Oh, my God. Has it ever been cleaned?
Oh, yes, it has. I mean, if I'd never, ever cleaned it, it would have been awful.
But does it not bother you seeing all that poo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you put the seat down? Do you mind?
Yes, okay, I was going to. Yeah, I was going to.
Oh, my God. Oh, so you use your floor as a bin?
More like I'll have something to drink and then I just won't be bothered and it builds up, sort of thing.
I would absolutely kill my son if he did this to his bedroom. I would absolutely kill my son.
It's not a very nice feeling when somebody comes in and says that, oh, it's too disgusting to even walk in here.
Oh, dear. If he's not being told and if he thinks that living like that is acceptable and his mum's allowing that, it's just going to carry on. They've got to be in denial to be able to live in that kind of environment, and they can't be happy.
With such high standards enforced in her own home, Caren wants to show Linda what she expects from her son.
You know, he's got a nice room and he's...
That's his room.
That's his room.
It is nice. Oh, he's got the same wardrobe as my son. My son's one's broken.
So that's his bed, and that's always made up like that. And it's clear, and the floor's clear. So, and that's how it should stay. So, and if he wants it any other way, then he can get his own place.
Well, I don't know if Matt would ever let me do that to his room. It is beautiful.
So this is in the living room.
It's a lot of effort to go to, although it's a beautiful house. When I look at the pictures of your house, it looks so clear and wide and spacious. It makes me feel very calm. I feel really tranquil.
That's it, because it's clutter-free.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to take all my clothes off. have a shower, just put everything on a hot wash. It made me feel sick.
42% of us have never cleaned our home from top to bottom.
This was so bad, there was a wild cat living in there.
But for some, cleaning and tidying is a daily obsession. 27-year-old mechanic Jamie's used to getting his hands dirty. But diagnosed with OCD 4 years ago, Jamie's compulsions manifest themselves in a strict regime, cleaning for 2 hours every day.
I probably clean the bath about 4 times a week, just scrubbing. To the point that the bleach burns my eyes. I think I might have bleached a towel.
His OCD also means he feels compelled to perform rituals all through the home.
With a telly, I always have to have the volume on an even number. When I lock the door, I always check it 16 times. If I don't, I feel as though it's more likely it can get broken into. Marley, what's this?
Jamie's obsessions means he strives to keep his house as minimalist as possible, even in his toddler Marley's playroom.
When he goes to sleep, I always come back and put everything back to where it's normally meant to go. Feel a bit more relaxed when everything's in the right place. If I go into a house and there's a lot of clutter around, I do kind of feel a bit suffocated kind of thing. I like my own space and I like space around me, so if there's too much about it, I will feel quite uneasy.
What are you doing?
Please, I don't like on the side.
For his wife of 2 years, Becky, it's a daily struggle living with his obsessive cleaning and tidying.
Jamie's OCD has a huge effect on our relationship. I'll go off and buy something and it'll be like, no, you can't have that because I don't want it on the side.
To challenge his OCD, Jamie will be spending 4 days away from home, helping someone with very different attitudes to cleaning.
I'd love to go to someone's house and try and help them for the better and try and calm down my compulsions a little bit. It'll make my home life easier. Hopefully cause less arguments with me and Becky, which would be good.
Jamie is travelling 180 miles to London and the home of 68-year-old green-fingered Mick and his dog Zorro.
The garden is very important to me because, you know, I'd rather be outside here than inside.
That's because ex-soldier Mick has an assault course to tackle in his one-bedroom flat every day.
You look round and you can't move. Back in the day when I was in the army, everything was regulated and I was regulated to be tidy, but now I've let things go. It's been like this nearly enough 3 years now.
Since leaving the army, Mick has hoarded electrical items and almost anything he can salvage at car boots and off the street. With every other room in his flat now full, Mick's forced to eat and sleep in his living room.
All I do is lie down here, take my hat off, lie down here, and without telling him, he's up there comfortable with me, and we just fall asleep there, and that's it.
Diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, Mick's health is failing, and he knows something must be done.
I need help very much, just to get my life back to normal. It would be well appreciated.
Very nervous and anxious now, so what I'm actually getting myself into. Feeling about as nervous as I did on my wedding day. Getting a bit twitchy and rub my hands together. So I do that when I get a bit anxious.
I can imagine the first initial reaction would be horrendous.
Front garden's very cluttered, so I can only imagine how bad the inside's going to be.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hello, my name's Mick.
Hi, I'm Jamie, nice to meet you. Thank you. Wow, got quite a bit of stuff in here.
It is a bit.
So do you actually just stand over here, or do you actually go over
I sit down there when I come in, and there's a microwave down there.
That's for your cooking?
Yeah.
Do you sleep there as well?
Yeah, I've been sleeping there for the last 18 months.
I have a thing, I don't like anything or any mess or any clutter, so kind of being here definitely kind of makes me feel a bit itchy and a bit kind of, I mean, horrible, a bit dirty, really.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
just as bad in here.
Yeah.
You know.
Kind of a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. Just not really seen anything like this before. Bit shocked. Bit shocked.
We'll go and have a look at the bedroom if you like now. You know, it is bad.
Yeah. This is just... I reckon the only word I can say is chaos. I mean, there's just stuff absolutely everywhere. And I do find it quite stressful and uncomfortable being in here. I just don't understand how people can live like it. It just makes me feel really dirty. I think I'm going to need a bigger bottle of antibacterial for the coming days, to be fair.
Jamie's keen to give Mick an insight into his condition and a taste of the standards he keeps at home.
I got diagnosed with OCD a couple of years ago now.
Right.
I've had therapy for it, but they didn't really do much for it. But my house is very clutter-free.
Oh, it looks like a showroom, doesn't it? You know, from one of these bedding companies.
Yeah.
And that's your front room.
That's the front room.
Yeah, that is so empty and sterile to my mind.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there that looks homely enough in my eyes. I would feel, say you come in here, you don't feel comfortable here, but I would be very uncomfortable coming round to yours, and I wouldn't know whether I'm allowed to sit down or not.
I'm going to find it hard, because I said I don't like clutter, and that house is full of it, so it's going to be a challenge.
In southeast London, obsessive cleaner Caren is tackling Linda's two-bedroom terraced house. Karen's got just 4 days to clean and clear 4 rooms. The kitchen, living room, bedroom and Linda's son Matt's room.
I'm hoping Matt is going to help. If I can persuade him to come out of his room, that'll be the first challenge.
She's ordered a skip and full protective outfits so they can get started on the kitchen.
I'm ready.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice
You
to
okay?
see you again.
Lovely to see you, Linda.
Come in, come in. What is with the outfits?
Well, I said I was going to come prepared. So this is it now, Linda.
Yeah.
Oh, the water smells rotten. Linda, how long has that water been in the sink?
About 3 days.
Absolutely the most putrid smell. And I'm scared of putting my hand in it. Can you find a plug and take it out?
Oh, it's not a plug. It's that's probably why it's smelling. It's this this.
Oh,
and then you...
Everything is so slimy and dirty and grubby. And the smell is unbelievable. Oh, gee whiz, Linda.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sorry, that's going straight in the bin.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that was my...
Can you really cook food in that?
No, of course not, but I'd scrub it and clean it.
Not a chance. That is going in the skip.
Oh.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. And she wants to keep the pan. Oh, that's disgusting.
1 in 50 people in Britain is diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder. For some, this can manifest itself in an extreme fear of germs, resulting in a compulsion to obsessively clean.
Dental floss. It's for cleaning me knobs.
Mum of 3, Hayley, was diagnosed with OCD in 2007 and gets through a bottle of bleach a day, making sure her home is as surgically clean as possible.
The triggers are mainly based around my children. I worry that if I don't carry out certain rituals that they'll get sick and then die. But what I'm trying to do now is face my fears and realise that's not going to happen.
To help her and fellow OCD sufferers and obsessive cleaners confront their need to clean, each week Hayley will visit their houses to explore if excessive time spent on cleaning is worth it. Joining Hayley this time is fellow OCD sufferer Denise from London, whose life is ruled by a series of rituals.
9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10.
First up is Hampshire and the home of obsessive cleaner Angie.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi, come in.
Angie, although not OCD diagnosed, spends over 4 hours a day keeping her 3-bedroom bungalow spotless.
I wash my floor twice a day because there's one thing I cannot abide is dirty floors.
This time, Angie's cleaning rituals will be put to the test.
I'd like to be confident that the readings will come up minimal. If it's a high reading, I just don't know what. As you see, this is the kitchen.
I cannot believe, though, you do this whole floor on your hands and knees.
Just don't like mops as a rule, so... Living room.
This is plush.
I won't let the grandchildren here with pens, because it was quite an expensive suite. I don't want it ruined yet.
No.
Give it a couple of years. This is the bathroom. Right, this is my regime for doing the toilet. Up goes this. All the way round there.
What's that you're putting on, Angie?
That's the scaler that's got an acid in it. Get my bleach. Right up there.
Angie can clean her loo like this up to 5 times a day.
What is that you're actually going to put
That's,
on there? You put bleach down there.
Yeah, and this is a concentrated disinfectant.
Right.
That is supposed to be put little drops in a big bucket of water, but I tend to use it neat. Okay, swab away.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
To test if Angie's obsessive cleaning is necessary, it's swabbed with an antibacterial measuring device.
It looks very clean.
Moment of truth.
Yeah.
A reading of less than 500 is hygienic enough to prepare food on.
Amazing. Ta-da!
0.
I'm dumbfounded, actually. If it was under 500, I would have still been happy because I'd know it'd still be clean. It'd be my clean.
That is a really good reading.
Thank you.
Well done, Angie.
Next, Hayley and Angie are off to test if OCD-diagnosed Denise can better her score.
If you'd like to go, because I have to be the last person to leave the room. In my house.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
In North London, OCD-diagnosed Jamie is back to tackle Mick's 8-year electrical hoard.
I think the biggest challenge is trying to figure out what he doesn't need, what he doesn't use, and talk him into actually getting rid of some stuff. But I think when it comes to actually getting rid of it, he might be a bit resistant.
With a van hired to do runs to the local tip and electrical store, Jamie's plan is to clear and clean 3 rooms in 4 days: the kitchen, bedroom and living room.
This is quite stressful, this room. There's a lot of stuff everywhere, you can't see the floor. But just want to get it done, make it back into the actual front room rather than like a tip.
Can you pick that up? I'll need to keep that.
Was that a camera?
No, that's definitely sound.
Stay. Right, this keyboard.
Keyboard, there's all the keyboards I'm keeping.
In the army, Mick worked with electrical items, and it's become a lifelong passion. With 20 TVs and computers, all with remotes, keyboards and cables piling up in his living room.
I do find it very difficult to get rid of stuff. I've got a lot of computer equipment, and obviously I paid a lot of money for sort of stuff, so I wouldn't be getting rid of that.
Do you just buy them when you see them, or just pick them up when you see them?
Well, just pick them up when I see them, because I know they're always going to be handy.
He's got absolutely loads of computer stuff. None of it actually uses. I've never seen so many electrical cables in one place. A bit frustrated really, because he keeps finding things on the floor that he doesn't want to let go just in case,
I better keep that because I don't know what it's for.
But it's not just cables, as Mick also discovers some personal items.
I've got pictures here, I can't remember where I got them from. Oh, this picture was taken in the local pub that I used to drink in. That's me in the corner, so this was taken about possibly 10 years ago. I used to drink every day.
A lot?
A lot. Oh, I was a heavy drinker. And then I just walked into this pub one day and I'm sitting there and thinking I'm spending £24 a session in here and I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I just went straight up to the bar, put the pint down, and that was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and I haven't had a drink since.
But then 2 years ago, the hoarding got out of control. Do you think that had a part to play in all of that?
It could well be, because the thing is, I had more time to go round and pick up stuff.
I find that quite interesting, really, as why something like that would have started all the hoarding. But it's always something kind of normally starts off a phase in someone's life like that.
Back in South East London, there are 2 days left of the clean.
Come on, Linda. Let's get this clear.
Caren is getting started on the living room, which both Linda and her son Matt have been using as a dumping ground since 2005.
Oh, I think Matt should be here because
Okay.
some of them are his things.
All right, so he can move his things then.
Yeah, I'll
can't
call
he?
him. Matt.
What?
There's some of your things down here that might be thrown unless you decide you want them.
What, in the kitchen?
No, in the living room. We're out of the kitchen now.
Right, hold on. So...
I need your help here. Okay, can this go?
Yeah.
Right,
That
what
goes.
about all this here, all these wires? Because if they're on the floor in the corner, you don't really need them, do you?
Yeah, these can go out.
Yeah? Just, Linda, get another bin bag. So anything here, on here, come on. I've got all these clothes here, and I've put a load of clothes on that chair there. It's just cluttering the place up.
She's a bit of a slave driver.
Oh, for God's sake, what's in here? Oh, my God. Linda, it's me thinking you go shopping.
Those things in there are a thing of the Stone Age, basically.
Do you have a video player?
No.
Okay. Matt came down and he was really helpful because he was throwing things out. Yeah. Matt, can you be around tomorrow?
I can't make any promises for that, unfortunately, because I've got to head out super early in the morning to get to band practice.
I'd honestly really appreciate it because it is so much easier with you helping. But if you really want to help me, fill that skip tonight. Fill the skip tonight, please.
I got to get an early night, to be honest.
Do an hour for me.
But I just have to get up early and stuff like that, and, you know...
And we all do. We've all got to. I just need an hour of your time, and that's it, and 1 hour of your time. We've not even emptied one corner.
Oh.
You know, and that's, what, an hour and a half? We've got masses to do, Linda. Masses. I can't believe where the time's gone today. I really thought it'd be done, and I thought we'd be finished, and I just am in shock, really. You know, they both live in it, they both should be doing it, and I'm getting nowhere.
In North London, Jamie's finishing the living room, but still has to declutter and clean Mick's kitchen and his bedroom.
I'm going to start getting this compulsive cleaning thing now. I'm getting the polish out and polishing everything, you know. Is that...
Jamie vacuums his house twice a day, but Mick's not convinced that's the way forward for his place, even though his carpet hasn't been hoovered for over 18 months.
It's going too thorough for it, you know, because I would just do it once over quickly and get most of it off, but in his condition, it's going OTT as far as I'm concerned. Jamie, can I say something?
Yeah.
I know you're doing over the same spot for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking, you know, I can see where your compulsive cleaning disorder comes in, because you're doing one area until you're thinking that it's immaculate.
Yeah.
Do the professionals help you out or not, or do they say they can't?
I've had CBT therapy for it, and I had that for 6 weeks, and it kind of helped a little bit, but like if I couldn't sit down on the sofa knowing there's a blatant bit of dust there, it has to go. I don't like it, especially having a little one as well.
So that's your fact, you want your place spotless, looking like a showroom, as opposed to being a home where you can relax and everything. I could make a comment, you know, to relax more, but it's not for me to say that to him.
I do need something to kind of help me rein OCD a little bit. The whole experience is I would like to get a lot kind of better with my OCD, so I can not have to do so much cleaning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
In In south-east London, there are 2 days left of the clean. Linda's son Matt is at band practice but is expected back later. At home, Caren makes her 19-year-old son help with the cleaning before he can go out and socialise.
If it was my son, he'd have to be here because it's for the benefit of the pair of them. I am a bit shocked that she's not a lot firmer and insisting that he's here to help. I'm raring to go. I need to start just Argos catalog. Gone.
Today, Karen's plan is to clear the living room and move upstairs, so she's determined to get the clean moving, with or without Matt.
Charity? Charity?
Yes.
Oh my God, have you read all these books?
No, but it doesn't matter.
We've now got a skip that's half full. In another hour, this whole room is going to be perfect.
Unbelievable.
We are clearing a space, and I think she can see it developing. How do you feel now that you can start to see the wall?
It's like freeing. It's like freeing. I actually feel free. You know, I could dance even. I'm free.
With the clean well underway, Caren wants to make sure Linda will get the support she needs from Matt to keep the house in order once Karen's gone.
Matt's used to coming in and just leaving his pots and...
He said if it was done, he would help and keep it up.
What are you going to do, though, if he refuses? And if you come in and you've cleared the pots, washed the pots, come in, and there's a sink full of dishes, what are you going to do?
I'd have to tell him to do it. I was going to say, I would do it myself.
Why should you do it yourself when you've already done it once? No, you're at a time in your life when you shouldn't have to be running after your child.
Should be, yeah, well.
I'm not being disrespectful to Matt, but he should be running after you. You know, it's here, it's the now, isn't it? And it's about moving on from here. This is a fresh start for you both, and you've got to be firmer.
Maybe he needs to be told to do more, but at the same time, I don't think it should be too much the other way, where the son has to be told, oh, you have to do this, like put an apron on and everything, and not have a social life.
It's quite sad, really. Don't get me wrong, they are lovely, lovely people, but she's not doing herself or her son any favours.
The average healthy person comes into contact with millions of germs every day without getting ill. But for some sufferers of OCD, germs can be a terrifying prospect, with their anxiety often resulting in cleaning compulsions and ritualistic behaviour. This time, the cleaners are examining toilets, and with Angie's home tested...
Zero.
I'm dumbfounded, actually.
It's now the turn of OCD-diagnosed Denise, who, along with her compelling need for order,
having your labels round the right way, or just certain rituals that you have to do before you go to bed at night.
also cleans obsessively for over 3 hours a day.
Hi,
hello.
Do you want to come on through? I'll show you the rest of the house.
Okay.
This is my kitchen diner.
Lovely. Everything's just set out with the right amount of gaps
between. I know in my cupboard, all my labels would be right on the right way and stuff like that. So
right.
It's like something pushing me, telling me I've got to do this, I've got to do this.
Yeah, it's the OCD telling you that if you don't do that, X, Y, Z will happen.
If you like to go, because I have to be the last person to leave the room in my house.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my bathroom, and like once a week I would put caustic soda down there and just leave it so it cleans all the U-bins and stuff like that. And then I would start, and I would put a little bit of lime scale just round the down, and I've got some disinfectant. I love the smell of disinfectant.
Yeah.
And I would give it a lovely clean, like that. So once I've done my lime scale and I've cleaned it out with this cloth, I would get my bleach.
Do you clean it like this every single day?
I could actually clean this 2-3 times a day if people have been in my house.
So I think we should swab it.
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
A score of 500 or under is clean enough to hygienically prepare food on.
It's a 0.
Hey, it's all right. Are you happy, Bunny? Are you happy, Bunny? Good.
It's really good. And I feel good because I'm kneeling down and I've had my face down that toilet. So now I'm like, it's okay. It's a 0.
What I've learned today is that you don't have to clean every day. Seeing Angie in her house and everything, I think I am a little bit excessive. I don't need to do that every day.
Both people that I'm seeing, it feels like they're taking something away from it, whether they've got OCD or not got OCD. I've learned that because my house is clean already and I don't need to be doing this every day and it to be consuming my life.
In North London, it's time to get stuck into Mick's bedroom, and with just one day left, his attitude has changed.
A lot of it will be skip.
Yeah.
Right, because the thing is, I don't need it. I never thought I had a problem. I just thought I was, you know, being lazy, want for better word. But, you know, the hoarding side of it, I suddenly realised it is a problem. That can go, all that can go.
Mick's been sleeping in the living room for over 2 years.
I just want to get everything out of there because the most important thing was to get the bed back. And my little friend down here, he hasn't seen the bedroom since I've had him. My wheel of fortune can go because I've never won a fortune on it.
He just got in straight into that room and he said straight away a lot of it is rubbish, so I'm just letting him chuck out what he wants to chuck out.
So we're getting there, Jamie.
3 days in, Jamie is also beginning to feel differently about his OCD.
To come to something as extreme as this, I think I've done quite well. Definitely making me better and a bit of a life experience.
Jamie, we're nearly down to the beds.
How does that make you feel?
Brilliant, I can see it. Just fluff it up because the things with much dust, we've had so much dust on it, just flick it off. And as you can see underneath here, it's all clean stuff. The sheets are immaculate, not been slept in. I'm not going to bother taking them lot off. I'm just going to leave them there and crash out.
Personally, I would give them all a very thorough wash.
Can you see any dust coming off them?
No.
There.
I still wouldn't feel confident.
I know, but I'm not OCD as that. You know, it's just like the pot calling the kettle black. Because I haven't cleaned, you know, for over 18 months. But with Jamie, he's come round and done it, you know. He's a positive thinking on his side to get me to do it, and well, I'm happy.
There's just 1 day left in South East London, and Linda's son Matt is getting involved with the clean, so Caren set him to work on his room.
So everything needs pulling out, everything.
Even the TV?
Yeah. It's all got to be cleaned under there.
And for some people, cleaning is stress release, but no, not for me.
But there's one particular job that Caren wants Matt to tackle in the living room.
Matt?
What?
You did promise me you'd come and clean the ceiling. I mean, can you remember when it was done?
2008.
Is that 6 years ago? Do you remember what it is? Is it curry?
No.
What is it?
Cheese.
You may have to soak it a bit more. There you go.
Yeah, that's going on.
Easy. That looks great already. How do you feel, Linda?
I didn't think that something like that could make me feel so uplifted.
How long did that take? How long's it been there?
Seconds.
There you go.
And there's an even bigger task for Linda.
Oh no, the dreaded toilet.
Linda, I've never seen anything like it. I would never ever let my toilets get like that. Yeah. So get around here.
Not underneath.
And then squirt.
Yeah, also a lot of bleach.
Underneath, it doesn't matter, we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of poo. All right, so you squirt it all around. Yeah. As much as I like you, Linda, there's not a chance I'm putting my hand in your toilet. You're gonna have to really, really scrub.
Mm-hmm. Or at least it's coming off.
I think I've done more than enough for you. Linda, my job is done.
Okay.
In North London, there are just a few hours left of the clean. 2.5 transit vans worth of Mick's hoard have been taken out of his one-bedroom flat. With the clearing taking longer than hoped, time has run out, but Jamie is determined for Mick's microwave to go back where it belongs.
I've been kind of scrubbing and wiping down sides for a couple of minutes now. There's still fresh dirt coming up, but the rest of the kitchen needs a massive deep clean, but just haven't really got time to do it. So if I can make a start, then something for Mick to build on. Yeah.
Right, yeah, the microwave's got to go over there, yeah.
Right, there you go. Microwave all clean into your new clean workspace.
Yeah,
so it's better so you haven't got to cook in the front room anymore.
Thank you very much. It's looking very clean now.
With the microwave back in its proper place, Jamie puts the finishing touches to the flat. Antiques dealer David, who Mick buys a lot of his knickknacks from, is one of the few visitors to the flat over the years.
I would suspect, knowing Mickey, that he hasn't got rid of a lot, so I'd be very surprised when I walk in if I find it clear. Hello, Mick.
Hi,
4 days ago, Mick and his dog Zorro had to clamber over the clutter in the living room, and he was sleeping and cooking all in the same space. Now the living room has been decluttered and cleaned.
Wow, what a difference, Mick. My God.
Yeah.
It's actually a living room now. Last time I came in, it was absolutely cold. I couldn't even get in here, actually.
Well, yeah, thanks to Jamie. He's doing a brilliant job.
And it's going to stay like this now, Mick, is it?
Definitely.
Excellent. Let's go and have a look.
Before, Mick's bedroom was used as a storage room and was completely inaccessible. Now Mick can finally sleep in his own bed.
Wow, Mickey, I think this is the first time I've actually seen your bed, mate.
Well, yeah.
You can actually sleep on it tonight. God,
Well, it's the first time I've seen it for 2.5 years, 3 years.
Well, it's amazing. Well, yeah. Mickey, I don't know what to say, mate. Yeah. It's a bedroom. It's a bedroom.
Yeah, up you get.
Up you get. What do you think, my friend?
That's the first time he's been on it.
Yeah. What do you think, my friend?
That's
first time on the bed.
That's it.
Want a little lay on it, Mick?
No, not yet.
Jamie, well done, my friend. Thank you for helping him out.
I think this week's experience has kind of taught me that I don't have to be such a high standard, so kind of particular with my cleaning.
All right, it's goodbye, Mick.
Right, goodbye, Jamie. Thanks a lot. Much obliged.
You keep it up?
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to that again.
That's good to hear.
It's a new start. I needed a kicking up the arse, and it took somebody like Jamie to give me that and to get my life back on even keel.
In southeast London, Caren has handed her cleaning tools over to Linda and Matt, and is putting the finishing touches to the house. Linda's ex-husband and Matt's dad, Don, doesn't come to their house often because there's nowhere for him to sit. 4 days ago, Linda's only clear space in the house was one chair in the living room. Now the room has been decluttered and cleaned.
Jesus. It's different, isn't it? Caren, this is done.
I've been dying to meet you. Are you okay? So what do you think?
I think brilliant.
Linda's kitchen was cluttered and dirty with no clear workspace. Now the worktops have been cleared and the whole kitchen given a thorough clean.
Oh, great. It's beautiful. Good, good, good. What do you think?
No dishes on the sink.
No dishes either. He's amazed.
Linda's son Matt treated his room like a dustbin, with drink bottles littering the floor. It's been cleaned and cleared so he can enjoy his gaming in comfort.
Yeah, it's very neat. Tidy. This looks good, but do you feel better?
I do feel better, yeah.
And this is what you're going to expect from him. And this is how you're going to make him keep his room.
Yeah.
Are you proud of him, Dom?
Yeah, as long as he keeps to it, like, keep it like this all the time.
Yeah.
If I ever have a lady friend over in the future, I'll definitely feel, better because my room's more tidy. I'm definitely going to help out a lot more now. It's easier to maintain.
Listen, it's been lovely meeting you.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Keep it up, okay?
Yeah.
I think all teenagers could end up like Matt. I am not easing up on Ricky. In fact, I think I need to get a bit tougher.
Before I had all the help here from Caren, I had less trust in people because I'm a bit of an animal person. I just look around and I think, thank you.
quarter of adults in Britain are so obsessed with cleaning and tidying that they spend over 4 years of their waking lives on household chores, with many feeling compelled to abide by strict regimes and rituals.
I like to do things 4 times. It can take me 3 or 4 hours.
I call it the giant toothbrush. I use this to clean my patio every single day.
I could lick that brim. There you go.
OK.
But for most of us, keeping our homes clean and tidy is not a priority. With 42% of us never having cleaned our home from top to bottom.
Oh, Jesus, no. That's disgusting.
And only 1 in 5 of us changing our bed sheets more than once a month.
I don't think that's actually dust on that bed. I think it's dandruff.
Can a group of obsessive cleaners transform the habits of a nation?
Hip, hip, hijah!
She wants to keep the pan.
Now this is to turn the light on.
Are you actually having a laugh?
It's been like this nearly enough 3 years.
Or will this prove too much?
No, don't even go there.
For the people whose need for perfection...
1, 2, 3, 4...
has become an obsession.
Seems to be human hair.
Why can't you throw things away?
But you just question me like I'm some kind of a div, and I'm sick of it.
37-year-old finance support officer, Claire from Lancashire, spends 2 hours a night making sure her 2-bedroom flat always looks like a show home.
Cleaning is really, really important to me. I can't ever remember not being clean and tidy. When everything's in order in my house, everything's in order in my mind and in my life, so it all ties in together, really.
Claire hasn't been diagnosed with OCD, but cleaning her entire flat from top to bottom is something she does daily.
I do have a system with the toilet for the male visitors. I do actually prefer it if they sit down when they use the lavatory. Come in after they've used the loo, give it a quick wipe down and join them back in the living room.
And when Claire's not cleaning, she's ironing.
I do sometimes find it hard to get to sleep if there's a big crease in the bed. So if I just have an iron close by, then I get a good night's sleep. When my boyfriend stays over, I do like him to sleep in a tidy manner. That means try not to toss and turn throughout the night, really.
Claire cleans her oven inside and out daily, but has never actually used it.
The thought of cooking a roast dinner in here with fat spitting everywhere fills me with absolute abject horror. I've got a dirty little secret that I keep in the cupboard. This is my £20 disposable mini oven. Can use it for a couple of months, and then when it gets too dirty and needs to be cleaned, I throw it away and buy another one.
Spending 4 days away from her pristine home, Claire hopes to help someone with a very different attitude to order.
I'm very much a minimalist, so to go into a house where they've got all sorts of things hoarded and collected, I'd find that a little bit hard to understand. What I'm hoping to take from the experience is just maybe just being a little bit more chilled, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more laid back about everything.
Claire has travelled over 200 miles to Hertfordshire to visit a couple who live a very different life to her. Freewheeling pensioners Roger and Sue like to spend as much time as possible in the great outdoors, away from Sue's flat. Because indoors, there's barely room to stand.
There's very little space here. You can only get one leg at a time.
25 years of hoarding has led to an insurmountable problem.
Behind me, as you can see, is the mountain. It stretches almost to the ceiling and it gets higher every day.
It is very upsetting the way the house is. I don't know why I ever let it get that far.
But Sue's not the only hoarder. Her living room is full of half a century of Roger's music memorabilia. A music veteran of 50 years, Roger boasts a rock and roll CV that includes performing in the same clubs as the Beatles.
I know they say sex, drugs and rock and roll. Well, cut out the drugs and that was me.
Since they met at a gig 20 years ago, Roger's numerous amps, instruments, LPs and cassettes have filled the remaining space in Sue's flat.
I suppose I am a hoarder and always sort of have been. Hang on. It's become a sort of a disease with me, you know, just won't throw anything away. In this room alone, there's 50 guitars in here. It's sort of like an organised chaos. You're the rock that I lean on.
But now, with every room full to bursting and only one place to sit, they know something must be done.
It's gone. Getting to a stage in both our lives where we think, where's the comfort? If I wasn't a hoarder and Sue was, I mean, I could help her sort it out, or vice versa, but it just so happens that we're both the same.
Thank you, Roger.
Right, OK, Claire, let's do this. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, I'm Claire.
Nice to meet you, Claire. I'm Sue.
Nice to meet you, Sue.
Hello, Claire. Roger, come on in. Well, this is the kitchen, such as it is.
Right. So how long would you say is it since you went in, let's say, that cupboard there?
Well, that's 5 or 6 years. It does get very depressing and
Does it?
embarrassing, really, because look at it. This is the living room. Well, supposed to be.
Where do you sit?
We don't.
Right. I've just noticed, actually, just how many guitars. Is there a guitar in every case?
Yeah, I started with 1, so I've ended up with about 57.
57 guitars, oh my God.
I have altogether, yeah.
I've never seen so much stuff in a living room, ever in my life. I can't believe what I'm seeing, to be honest. I can't understand how anything could get that bad. I've never seen, ever in my life, a pile of clothes so big.
We call it Sue's Mountain.
Sue's Mountain, right,
Yeah.
OK.
It hasn't quite got to the ceiling yet.
No, true. So, are you happy living like this?
Not really, Claire.
No.
Not happy living like it. It's just time to do something about it.
Yeah. Seeing the state of that house is actually the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life. It takes a lot to render me speechless, and that succeeded.
With such high expectations of cleaning, Claire wants to show Roger and Sue what to expect from her over the coming days.
So this is my kitchen. That's the cooker that I've never used.
Why don't you ever use the cooker?
I bought it brand new, and I couldn't bear to get it dirty. So
you never used it?
Never used it. It's still got the instruction manual in it.
Well, that is a bit ridiculous, having it and not using it.
You're obviously a perfectionist,
Yeah.
cleaning-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Claire will have just 4 days to help, so is keen to make an early start.
So we've got a lot to be cracking on with tomorrow. I'd probably like to get started about 8, half 8. And what do you think?
Sometimes we haven't gone to bed by then.
Oh, how about 10?
It's too early.
Half 10?
We definitely try and be ready for between 2:45 and 11.
I just couldn't agree to that. Because we live the rock and roll lifestyle, I suppose. There is coming to help us. We met today.
I absolutely can't believe that was such a massive job on our hands. They won't allow us to get started until 11 o'clock in the morning, so it makes a hard job even harder.
Don't come too early, Claire, 'cause we'll still be in bed.
1 in 10 Brits admit to never cleaning their windows. But for some, it's part of a cleaning obsession that dominates their lives. 66-year-old Lynne is a retired garden centre manager from Bedfordshire who can clean her entire 2-bedroomed house in less than an hour.
I am a perfectionist. I think I get that from my mother. She was a very, very fussy lady. I like things to look lovely and shiny and new and clean, and it gives me pleasure.
Lynne makes her own cleaning potions from bleach, perfume, soda crystals and special ingredient ammonia, which she also uses neat.
Household ammonia is my very favourite cleaning product. Far better than any other product that can be bought on the market.
Experience has taught Lynne that ammonia must always be handled with care.
The other day, I tipped a bit too much in the bowl and nearly gassed myself. I had to go and stand in the garden and go...
Nicknamed the Tyrant at work by her ex-colleagues, Lynne has been cleaning since she was 10 years old.
In my day at school, we were all taught how to clean. We were taught what products to use, how to iron, and I think it should be brought back into schools now.
Lynne vacuums every single day, something partner of 13 years, Joe, has had to get used to.
Living with Lynne is an absolute nightmare.
Can you please wait?
She tends to forget that I actually exist. And, you know, I'm not saying she's inconsiderate or anything, but she's just mad.
To challenge her constant cleaning, Lynne will be spending 4 days away from home, helping someone with very different living standards.
The one thing I'd really like to take from the experience is to chill out a bit more with regard to my standards, I suppose.
I think Lynne would love cleaning someone else's house. Me too, I'll have a bit of a break.
See you.
Leaving her strict cleaning regime behind, Lynne has travelled 130 miles to the seaside town of Lowestoft in Suffolk. She's visiting Mark, a 52-year-old lorry driver who takes a real pride in his home away from home.
Yeah, I live in a lorry 5 days a week, so I have to keep it clean, because otherwise I'll be living in a pigsty.
Mark may keep his cab squeaky clean, but unfortunately the same can't be said for his house.
Oh, here we are. Yeah, the house is fairly depressing. When I walk through the door, I think, oh, there we go again. Back to a bit of a jungle. This is my pride and joy. That's been a good 5 to 7 years now, I think. Needs a wash, I think. This is one of my main hoarding rooms. This was so bad, there was a wildcat living in there. And I didn't know, that might have been living there for 2 or 3 months. But I was going through that little hole down there and living down in here. I'd been weeing in there, and it stunk.
As well as never chucking anything away, Mark's home hasn't been cleaned in nearly 2 decades.
The last time this house was cleaned was by my ex-girlfriend's mum, 15 to 17 years ago. This is the bedroom. Oh, this is my bed. That's nice and comfy, it bounces. There's lots of paper on the floor, so I use a hanky and just chuck it on the floor. Now and again I'll have a little clean, but I just ain't got time, to be honest.
Spiders and stray cats aren't the only things sharing Mark's home. He also has a lodger of 15 years, Karl.
Karl's a bit like me when it comes to cleaning. We just can't be bothered, really.
I think this house is in a bit of a mess because we're both bachelors and we just can't be bothered sometimes. We need 2 or 3 women around here.
How's that?
Crap.
Realising the grime is out of control, Mark has sought the help of an obsessive cleaner.
Anyone who comes in to clean this will be having a battle on their hands. I wouldn't want a person come in to nag me all the while. That's why I've stuck single. I don't like the idea of being nagged all the while.
Oh, my Lord. Well, he hasn't had a window cleaner lately.
Hello.
Hello, you must be Mark.
Yes, I'm Mark. Come and see my humble abode.
What is all this?
It's my front room.
I have never, ever seen a room like this where there's people living. I mean, the place doesn't have to be a palace, but it needs to be clean. I'd have nightmares if I slept in this room. Why are all these tissues on the floor?
Oh, I've had a cold, so I probably just chuck them on the floor and leave them.
That is disgusting.
Oh, in you come, look. This is my living room.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. It is a tip.
This is my lodger.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you like living in a tip as well, do you?
Yeah, but I take after him.
Are you related?
No.
No.
But you just like to doss down with your cans of beer, watching the horses.
I work away. I'm nowhere here 2 days a week.
What about you? You could do something.
I can't drive, so I can't take things to the skip.
I've never seen a living room like this before. This is just a doss house, really. It's not a home. It was an absolute squalid tip. I mean, how people can live like that, I do not know. I'm really taken back. It's much worse than I thought it would be.
Having seen Mark and Karl's bachelor pad, Lynne wants to show off the standards she expects in her own home.
It's my kitchen. I like to keep things really neat and tidy. My conservatory.
Blimey, very posh indeed.
No, it's not posh, it's just tidy. Once you've got it up to scratch, it's so easy to keep on top of it.
It's nice, I must admit. I do envy you.
I had it drummed into me as a child by my mother that work is before pleasure. You must get your work done. Once you've done your work, you can go out and enjoy yourself, but it must come first. Mark and Karl aren't living in this house, they are dossing in this house. And they need to have a good shake-up and be told that one does not doss, one lives in a house.
It's a bit like my headmistress used to be at school. Yeah, you did tell go on a bit, but there you are, women do. She's got to accept we are bachelors, and that's why we are.
In Hertfordshire, minimalist cleaner Claire has arrived to take on the horde of night owls Sue and Roger. She's been given strict instructions not to disturb them before 11 a.m.
It's just coming up to 11:15 now, so could have been here for 3 hours and got a lot done in that time. Unfortunately, that's not the case, so I'm hoping to get in there, hope that they're up and ready for action.
Oh, I saw movement.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you all right?
Yeah, you have to give us 5 minutes.
OK. Yeah, all right, no problem. Happy days. We have movement and we have life. Oh, morning.
With Roger and Sue finally up, Claire wants to try and clear 3 rooms in 4 days. The bedroom, living room, but first the kitchen.
My view is that the majority of stuff can be thrown away.
Yeah, I'd say half and half.
So already we've got a little bit of a conflict.
Her plan is to get as much stuff out of the flat as possible, to either be binned or put into storage.
You don't need all them, do you?
I'll keep that.
You're keeping them pens?
Yeah.
Right, OK. Bit of wood and a lid.
I'll keep the bit of wood.
This pile in your hands, is it staying a go?
No, this is all, I'm going to put this somewhere safe. So.
Yeah, but we're trying to get rid of stuff, aren't we?
Yeah.
But you don't need it, do you?
I do.
Why?
Look, it's all cards.
I know,
They're
but...
birthday cards.
Right. OK. I have to say, the task is being made really difficult by Roger.
Put those on the toilet seat for now. I'm going to...
These?
Yeah.
Roger is struggling a bit more than me for throwing the things away. So I think he's a bit stressed.
I need to get back in there because I don't know what's being thrown away and what isn't.
I think of the two of them, Roger has a larger problem and he's the main cause of the problem, to be honest.
With Roger slowing things down,
Oh, that sun's bright, isn't it?
it's time for Claire to divide and conquer. She asks Sue to carry on sorting through the cluttered kitchen and takes Roger into the living room to tackle his musical hoard, starting with the 57 guitars.
OK, right, so let's start here, work our way round. So we're having keeping, selling, storing. How about this one? What do you want to do with this one? Storage?
Yeah, storage.
Yep. And how about this one? Because I can probably carry one out with you as well.
This is one that I was playing one of these in the top 10 club in 1961, early 1961, and I was out there with the Beatles.
You were with the Beatles?
Yeah, that
You spoke to John Lennon?
John Lennon spoke to me, yeah.
He's my hero.
And I went and I had a meal with Paul McCartney.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they were great old days.
Oh, just amazing. I think, oh, wow, I'm lost for words. I feel like crying. Wow, I really do.
My mind was just blown. He kind of played it down. He didn't seem fazed by it, but I was like, that's just the coolest thing ever.
Oh, who's that?
That's me.
That's fantastic. So that was what year?
That would be 62.
How did things kind of deteriorate for you so that you came to be hoarding and struggling somewhat?
Up to about the 70s, I was playing about 7 days a week.
7 days?
Yeah, and then it came to about the 80s, and I didn't get any work for ages and ages, and I got behind on the mortgage.
Yeah.
And I had a 3-bedroom house, which I downsized to a 1-bedroom flat. All in all, that was probably when it started. It crept up on me, but I didn't realise I was a hoarder.
I find it quite sad and a little bit upsetting, to be honest. It just shows that no matter how high you might be flying or how successful you are in life, it could happen to any one of us.
I want Sue to get her flat back. We're both getting older and she has no comfort at all. I'm a hoarder and I admit to it, I put my hands up. When you admit it and you finally want to do something about it, that's the time when it all comes together.
One in 50 people in Britain is diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder. For some, this can manifest itself in an extreme fear of germs, resulting in a compulsion to obsessively clean.
Dental floss. It's for cleaning me knobs.
Mum of 3, Hayley, was diagnosed with OCD in 2007 and gets through a bottle of bleach a day, making sure her home is as surgically clean as possible.
The triggers are mainly based around my children. I worry that if I don't carry out certain rituals that they'll get sick and then die. But what I'm trying to do now is face my fears and realise that's not going to happen.
To help her and fellow OCD sufferers and obsessive cleaners confront their need to clean, each week Hayley will visit their houses to assess the results of excessive amounts of time cleaning. Joining Hayley this time is Caren from Manchester. Despite spending at least 4 hours a day cleaning, her house can never be clean enough.
I will spend about £50 a week on cleaning products, and that is the highlight of my week.
First stop is Gemma's house in Hertfordshire.
Hiya, you alright?
Hello.
You wanna come in?
Thank you. Do you want us to take our shoes off?
Yeah, do you mind? Is that alright?
That's fine.
Although not diagnosed with OCD, 30-year-old hairdresser Gemma spends over 12 hours and 140 anti-bac wipes a week, keeping her 2-bedroomed home immaculate.
I wipe my bed frame. I think I'd have to be on my deathbed not to wake up and do it. I'm really house proud. My house has to be clean. It's not an option. Dirt is not allowed in, which makes me a bit nervous because they might look around my home and think, oh, that needs a dust. So this is my living room, girls.
It's nice in here. I like this.
Thank
gorgeous.
you. I hoover this twice a day, and I'm on my second hoover already this year.
My home looks like a squat compared to your house.
No.
I'm not kidding you.
No way.
I swear.
So this is like my bathroom. I spray all over the bath and everything, and the tiles, scrub them down. I do it naked. So I spray everywhere when I've had my shower, leave my conditioner in.
It smells gorgeous, and you can see the shine on your tiles.
Right, this is the kitchen, girls. Obviously, this is my fridge. Once a week, I sprayed this spray on it, which is antibacterial, and even hospital, like flus and stuff, this would kill that 100%. and then just use the wipe just so I know that like it's thoroughly done.
This is a process Gemma does at least every other day.
So Gemma, I think we should swab it and see how clean it is.
I'm nervous, Hayley.
Don't be nervous. Okay.
To gauge just how clean Gemma's fridge really is, they're taking a swab to use in a bacterial measuring device.
Oh, God. Do you think you've rubbed it enough, Hayley?
A score of less than 500 is clean enough to eat your dinner off.
What is it?
It's 39.
Is that good, yeah?
That is really clean.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's good. I'm happy. The fact that I got 39 and I could technically eat my dinner from my fridge, yeah, I'm really happy with that. I feel all the hours that I clean has now paid off.
Next, Hayley and Gemma are off to test Caren's home to see just how clean it is.
Don't you ever get the urge to, like, just
dive on it?
Dive on it.
In Suffolk, obsessive cleaner Lynne has requested a protective suit, ready to tackle lorry driver Mark's two-bedroom terraced house. She's also hired a skip and wants to clear 3 rooms in 4 days. The front room, Mark's bedroom and the sitting room. With housemate Karl out for the day, Lynne has only got Mark to help her.
I'm going to have to push Mark really hard today to get all this stuff cleared out because we can't be too sentimental about it. He's just got to ditch it. Nice and big.
If Lynne nags me today, I'll just switch off. Sit down, do nothing else.
Morning, Mark. Are you raring to go?
All ready and raring to go.
They make a start on the front room, which has been used as a dumping ground for the past 27 years.
Now, Mark, the plan of action is to get this room cleared as soon as possible. So we can't hang around. It's really go, go, go. First item, this.
Skip.
OK.
This can go, the rest can
Yeah,
stay.
here
The
we
rest
are.
can stay.
Quick. Shift it. Move.
Oh.
Come on, Mark. We're getting behind.
That's a waste of a good Dyson, that is.
Come on, Mark. Can't get sentimental over a vacuum cleaner. Oh, my God. We'll never get this house cleared if we don't crack on.
No, I know. Well, you're just chucking things out, so you just... Oh, blimey.
Got to open the door before I pass out.
To make things worse, not all of Mark's hoard
I'm chucking these out.
is making it to the skip.
Lynne's trying to touch some of the stuff out, so I'm hiding it in my car.
Skip.
I'm not chucking that out. It's lemon juice. I use that on my kebabs.
It's out of date.
That don't matter. Lemon juice don't go off. My tactic is to beat this witch from beating me. As far as I'm concerned, we're at war.
And though they're only a couple of hours into the clean, Mark has decided he has a more pressing engagement.
Right, I'm off to the bookies.
I can see where your priorities lie.
My GGs
Horses
are very
first,
important to me.
cleaning.
My GGs are very important to me.
I'm really angry, actually.
Bye.
Nightmare. I think it's really selfish. Really selfish. I am absolutely fed up. I'm boiling hot. I got to put up with this stink and this sodding flag just driving me nuts.
In Hertfordshire, it's day 3 of the clean. Despite another 11 a.m. start requested by Roger and Sue, progress is slowly being made.
We can see the kitchen floor, Sue.
Obsessive cleaner Claire has managed to dispose of 10 bags of rubbish, as well as filling 15 boxes ready for storage. And it looks like Roger is starting to overcome his 20 years of hoarding.
We're going to start a guitar shop right here. Maybe we can make some money.
Oh, look at this space already.
You know what it is? It's clearing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you're fire. Feeling really, really positive at the moment. Roger's really focused, really energetic.
He's done a lot better than I thought he would do. To me, it's a miracle.
But it's not just long-lost fireplaces being uncovered.
Seems to be 2 boxes of human hair. Roger?
Yeah?
I've just found these, and I'm a little bit scared, because I don't know what they are. What is it?
That's my hair.
Your hair?
That's my hair, look at it.
Why have you kept it in 2 boxes?
Because the chap I work with hasn't got any, so I was going to make this into a wig and drop it on his head on the gig one night.
And you never got round to it?
I haven't got round to it yet.
When is it from?
This is probably 20 years.
It's 20-year-old hair.
Yeah.
Is it not something that we can possibly throw away?
I'd rather keep it in my garage as a keepsake anyway.
All right.
Here we go round the mulberry bush.
But despite the steady progress, there's still lots to do.
We've not finished the kitchen, we've not finished the living room, we've not even started the bedroom. Clothes mountain is still insurmountable.
Specsavers.
And to make matters worse, Roger and Sue have become sidetracked.
How are you doing?
All right.
Do we need to go through every single bit of paper?
Yeah, we do.
Can we not just put the paper to one side and go through it at another time? Yeah, as long as I don't throw it away.
No.
I just think if we're just out here looking through paper, we're not getting the main task done.
With Claire anxious they're slipping behind, Roger wants to get to the bottom of why she's so determined to clean.
In all honesty, what was it that drove you to become so obsessive?
As I left home at 17, I lived in some really not very nice places, some hovels. And I couldn't keep them clean and it used to upset me. When I got my flat that I've got now, it became really important to me to keep it perfect so that it'd last me forever, and it was like a safe place for me to be after years of struggling and not feeling safe and not feeling happy. So that's where it stems from. It's a desire to keep it safe and happy, really.
I can understand what she means because we're all a little bit strange in one way or another. Maybe coming together with us may give her a bit of a helping hand. You never know.
The average healthy person comes into contact with millions of germs every day without getting ill. But for some sufferers of OCD, every individual germ can be a terrifying prospect. This results in a compulsion to clean and ritualistic behaviour. With Gemma's fridge tested...
39.
Is that good, yeah?
That's amazing.
Oh, brilliant.
It's now the turn of Caren. Although not diagnosed with OCD, she still spends 4 hours a day on housework and is keen to know if it's worth it.
I am feeling really nervous about today. If I get a high reading, I'm going to be gutted. Absolutely gutted.
Hello.
Hello.
Should we take our shoes off?
No, you're fine down here.
It's so nice.
It is.
How do you keep your carpet so fresh and fluffy?
At first, I wouldn't let anybody walk on it with the shoes on. I'll get the dustpan and brush. If there's any like bits I can't get, I'll use like an old toothbrush to get the bits out. Okay, so this is my boudoir, hence the sign, boudoir, on the wall.
Does Aladdin live in here? Don't you ever get the urge to like just
dive bomb
on it? Yeah.
You know what? I don't, but my friend did it. I was mortified. Right, so I don't buy a lot of food. I just buy it as I need it. I spend all my money on cleaning stuff. And what I'll do is I'll wash the trays and bleach them, spray in my fridge. So I will just leave that for a few minutes. I've got my steam cleaner there, which I'm gonna steam my tray with. I do steam clean my fridge.
Caren steams her fridge at least once a week and bleaches it daily.
You want one of them, don't you?
I do. Get that swab, Hayley.
Okay. I'll cut my arm off if that's not a 0.
Yeah.
Is it clean?
Really clean.
Yep.
A hygienic level of 500 or under is clean enough for food preparation. Gemma's fridge scored 39.
Okay. Are you ready? 0. Knew it.
I feel like saying shut up. No way.
Yeah, 0.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh God, can't say how pleased I am with the results. I'm just amazed.
Today's kind of shown that, yes, bleach does give you 0 reading, but you don't necessarily need to use all these cleaning products and all these chemicals to obtain a low reading, because anything under 500 is safe to eat your food off of.
In Suffolk, it's day 3 of the 4-day clean, and pensioner Lynne has managed to fill a skip from Mark and Karl's front room alone. Lodger Karl is back, and next Lynne wants to tackle Mark's bedroom that hasn't been cleaned in 20 years. At home, Lynne vacuums her bedroom every day.
Mark, I find this room a lot harder to deal with than the front room. I want to throw up. It's awful. It's absolutely terrible. There's no excuse for this.
Having Lynne here is a bit like having my mum on the case. So it's having a bit like having a kick up the arse, really. I'm glad things are changing now, because I can get... This is the way things should be going.
I think he really genuinely wants the place tidied up. Maybe he will change.
Leaving Mark to clean up his mess, Lynne now turns her attention to Lodger Karl.
Morning, Karl.
Hello, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Good.
Do you think, after I leave, when everything's all up to scratch, that you might be able to take over a few of the household chores?
Both will have to.
You have to?
Yeah.
And it'll become a habit.
Yeah.
It really will, honestly.
I used to be like that until I got unemployed. When I got laid off, then I just got into a rut. That is, people don't understand.
How did you meet Mark, Karl?
At a football match at Norwich City, I was homeless and he put me up.
It's really nice to have a friend that you're that close with.
Yeah, I do appreciate it, but I don't show it.
Yeah.
That's a hard one, man to
Well,
man.
you're going to be showing it from now on, aren't you?
Yeah. Since we've known each other so long, and I've lived here so long, it would be nice to help him pay him back as long as he do his dues as well.
I think Karl will change enough to keep the standards up in the house. Yep. Put all your clothes in the bag.
With both the boys finally on side, they all take on the sitting room. At home, Lynne cleans hers every day. Mark and Karl haven't touched theirs for nearly 2 decades.
Do you know what that is? Vermin have been gnawing up that paper to carry it away to make a nest. They think this is the cosiest house in the street. Is this rubbish?
Oh, yeah, on the plate.
OK. They're really getting motivated. It's really good. You're doing really well. It's good.
I don't hang about when I get going.
Oh, my word.
That was my mother.
Oh, really nice.
Mark's mum died 2 years ago. Growing up, she never expected him or his 4 brothers to lift a finger around the house.
Do you think your mum should have encouraged you to do chores?
Yeah, probably should have done, but she still done good when she needed to.
Mum will be proud of you when we've got this house sorted. It's been really nice today seeing Mark and Karl working together.
Watch your fingers.
Yep. And I'm hoping that it's going to be a lasting new habit.
Lynne's doing a good job, and she's a nice lady, really.
In Suffolk, it's the final day of the clear-out.
It's wonderful. Ammonia does such a good job.
And obsessive cleaner Lynne has managed to get bachelors Mark and Karl doing the housework for the first time in over 2 decades.
I'm really surprised. I thought I was going to have to really push them, but they're really motivated.
After 4 long days, a large skip has been filled with over 20 years of junk. It's finally time to assess whether all the hard graft has been worthwhile. Before Lynne set to work, Mark's front room was a dumping ground, only fit for a wild cat. Now, with a new carpet and dining table, it's the perfect space to entertain friends.
I've lived here 27 years, and this looks absolutely fantastic.
I really want you to look after this house now.
I think there's no excuse not to keep on top of it now. You've done a good job, Lynn. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Thank you, Lynn.
Previously, Mark's bedroom was a health hazard, with dirty tissues littering the floor. Now the carpet is clear and the room is a cosy retreat for lorry driver Mark after a hard week on the road.
What a difference.
I do miss the dirty room. No, that is great, I must admit. I'm really happy. I'll sleep much better in here.
This room was so bad. I mean, I can deal with most things, but I just could not come in this room. It made me feel physically sick. And I'm really hoping that you'll keep on top of it. I want you to feel me nagging you.
Oh, how can I forget?
better keep this bed.
How can I forget?
Before, Mark and Karl's sitting room was a dirty mess that only attracted rats and spiders. Now the filthy carpet and clutter are long gone, and with a new sofa, the room has been transformed into a genuine bachelor pad.
I'm sort of shocked, I must admit. I'm really looking forward to living in this place, no. That's something to come home to every weekend. And I appreciate you doing a great job.
I'm going to cry. I am. Mark, you're such a lovely guy. And you really do need to get grip of your domestic side of life. Wow. Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Before she goes, Lynn's got one last pep talk.
OK, Karl, do you think you're going to be able to keep on top of housekeeping?
It's hard work and we've never done this before. And we're definitely going to get there.
Mark and Karl are like two little schoolboys. They're such lovely guys. And they just need a mother, really. Bye, Mark.
Right, you take care, look.
Bye,
I should
Karl.
quite like miss you in a way.
It's been a real pleasure meeting you.
This experience to me is absolutely complete life change. This is absolutely great. I've never known a place like it.
You take care. I had 27 years of living in a pigsty, really. I wouldn't have done it without Lynn. I class Lynn as a friend now. She's helped me out and I appreciate what she's done.
In Hertfordshire, it's day 4 of the clean. Over 40 guitars and 35 boxes of music memorabilia have been removed from the house and put safely into storage.
Everything really that we're doing, clearing this flat, it's all pursuit.
4 days ago, Claire set herself the monumental task of clearing the kitchen, living room and Sue's mountain in the bedroom. Unfortunately, Claire has run out of time. The clothes mountain will have to be tackled later by Roger and Sue. Roger's bandmate and friend of 20 years, Pat, is one of the only visitors allowed inside Sue's flat.
I think things are quite difficult for them in there. I couldn't live like that, to be honest.
Hi, I'm Claire. You must be Pat.
Hello, Claire.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Come on in.
4 days ago, Roger and Sue could barely fit into the chaotic kitchen, and cooking food was an impossibility. Now the room is completely clutter-free, with space to move, prepare food and cook meals.
Oh, wow. It looks like a real kitchen. Roger, I can see the floor. That's fantastic.
It's all down to Claire. She works so hard and keeps us on our toes.
Do you guys think you're going to be able to keep it like this?
I'm determined I'm going to keep it like it is now.
Before, Sue's living room was overflowing with 50 years of Roger's guitars and music memorabilia, and sitting down was simply out of the question. Now, with a new sofa, it's a cosy space they can all relax in.
Oh, wow. Guys, you've actually got space. Roger, it just looked like the storeroom of a music shop. I am really proud of you both, and once again, thanks, Claire.
No, my pleasure.
It's fantastic.
Claire, it's been unbelievable for me, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't.
Honestly.
And I mean that. You deserve a medal. You do, you do.
I must have one somewhere.
You'll probably get one in box.
I think this is going to be a great step forward.
It hasn't been an easy ride, but we got round it with Claire's help, and we can't thank her enough, really.
Thank you.
Claire is gone, she's left our flat in a better state.
I've taken a lot from this experience. I've learnt that everything being exactly perfect and neat and pristine isn't the be-all and end-all anymore. What's actually blown my mind really is that two people at such opposite ends of the spectrum with regards to cleanliness and tidiness could have so much in common and could get on so well. It's been absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't have ever thought it were possible, to be honest.
So Claire, if you're ever in London, won't you come and look us up?